Hey folks, Wish SE. I'm up here in New Hampshire today, and we are going to be shooting the Sig P938. This is a single-stacked, single-action 9mm pistol. I did a review of the baby brother of this that shoots the 380 cartridge, and I really liked it. This gun has a modification to it. It has the True Glow sight on it. This was belongs to a friend of mine, John, and John was kind enough to let us borrow it today. So we're just going to shoot it a little bit. I have to say, just dry firing it, the gun feels really good. You know, it's great to shoot single action guns, especially if you're used to shooting striker fired guns, because the trigger, press, and reset is so very short. So we're going to get right to shooting it. We're going to start with a 3-yard test, just doing some accuracy, just give me a chance to get used to the trigger. And once we do that, then we'll move out and we'll do a few other things and some presentations from holster. Let's get to it. We're about, like I said, 3 yards. We're just going to shoot in a small area. We've got a target out there. We'll see how we do. Now, this gun, similar to other sort of 1911 style guns, has a thumb safety that's right where you'd expect it. So if you shoot 1911 platform guns, you will find this gun is very natural to come up with your thumb, find that safety, bring that safety off. This gun can be carried cocked and locked, so if you like that carry, then that's certainly an option for you. It does have a palm swell on it, so this grip here, this rubber grip, is very comfortable. It really fits into the hand very nicely. Going hot. So the gun is 7 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, and I've got a nice group up there of about 1 inch. I've got one flyer that was me just running the trigger. We're gonna show this to you right now. Very comfortable gun to shoot. I'll tell you, this design here of having both the extended magazine, giving you something to get your hand around, and this slight swell here where your fingers go against this groove here makes it really natural pointing, and it really feels good from a recoil management standpoint. I recognize this is a 9mm, nevertheless it feels really good to shoot. So there's our target. Again, we're 3 yards away. We've got them all in a 1-inch group. I've never shot this gun before, so any accuracy issues or deficiencies are mine. I had that one flyer off at about 4 o'clock. That's my responsibility, not the gun. So I'm going to keep working this, and we're going to try some other drills. We're going to give it another accuracy test on the other side of our target, and we'll give you guys a perspective and a chance to see that. Here we go. No problem whatsoever. Really easy. Liking this trigger a lot. That single action trigger is just awesome. So there you have it. We, pretty much all in a 1-inch group there without a problem. I know I'm only 3 yards away, but a single action trigger makes a huge difference. Okay, so now we're at about 5 yards. I'm just going to do some combat style shooting, so shooting center mass rapidly, or as rapidly as I can see the front sight. I'm going to use a high ready. We'll transition to a holster in just a minute, but again, I'm just getting a feel for the gun. And they're pretty much right in there. I'm struggling a little bit just because I've got a 3-dot sight and I'm used to just having a 2-dot or a 1-dot sight. So I've got black on my guns with a high-vis type of fiber optic on the front of my guns. And so just having those 2 rear dots just slowing me down a bit. However, from a training standpoint, once you got used to that, it would be a very effective way to go. That bright green sight on the front really draws your eyes to it. So having no problem whatsoever getting good combat effective hits in our center mass. I took 2 headshots. One was at the very top, again, that was me. The other one was right in there in that ocular cranial area, so I'm really happy with that. Let's take a look. Okay, so like I said, we're about 5 yards away, and here's what we've got. We've got all our hits right there, and nice, good, easy center mass hits. Our headshots are up there. I got one high, the other one's right in. Again, that's me. I just don't know the gun well enough. But you can see how easy it is to shoot. Even though it's a relatively short sight radius, I'm able to come right out, press right out, and get effective hits on target. Very nice. Now I've moved back a little bit. I'm at about 6 yards, and I'm going to use the holster that Sig provides. So this is a little clip-on holster, and it seems to be okay. I'm not going super fast because I'm not familiar with it. So I've got my target out there. I'm just going to practice some presentations. Come out, safety come out, press a shot. So that's all we're going to work on doing. We're just working on getting that safety off as we present the gun. Coming out here, safety comes off, see our front sight, press our shot. That's really all we're doing, and it's quite nice. I really like it. I mean, it's really quite a fast holster. Just and I'm not totally there from an accuracy standpoint, but that's me, not the. No problem whatsoever. This holster really works. So at this distance, what I'm finding with the headshots is I'm all a little bit high, and for me that's a training issue. I just have to focus more on where that shot's going to be. Again, we're now at about 6.5, 7 yards from our target, so that's simply that I would simply need to practice. From an accuracy standpoint, all of our center mass shots are right in there. They're right where we'd want them, and certainly would do the job. Let's take a quick look, and then we're going to transition to some distance on some steel out at 25 yards. So there you have it, folks. So we did a number of presentations. All of our shooting here right in the center is right where we'd want it. I mean, just really, really effective. Headshots, you know, I'd have to do some work on this. That is not acceptable from my standpoint, but I believe that's purely a training issue. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to swing out. We've got some steel out there at distance at 25 yards from here. We'll tap on that a few times, then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so we've got our steel plate there out at 25 yards, and I'm just going to do my best to hit it. We'll see if we can do that. So once I found it, I was fine. So that's out at 25 yards, and that gun is certainly capable of that. I had to adjust a little bit in terms of what my sight picture was to figure it out. So at the end there, I was holding right at 6 o'clock, and with the 115 grain of ammunition, that seemed to be the right hold. Hey folks, that's it. That's the Sig P938, an outstanding single action pistol. Single stack, 7 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, so it gives you an 8-round capacity. Has a very, very nice single action trigger. For anybody who's used to running a 1911, this is going to feel like home to you. Although it's a short sight radius, we were able to get accuracy out at distance once I got used to where I was holding my sights. Very easy to get accurate combat effective hits in out to 7 yards, no problem. We saw with our accuracy, very, very accurate gun. I want to send a special shout out to John for use of his firearm and allowing us to test this today. If you like this video or any of the videos we do, click the thumbs up icon and let us know what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, stay safe.